Yo, yo, Tony D here. We've got Absolute Batman 15. Finally, the Joker. Now, I'm a little bit on the fence with this one. We'll get into this a little bit, but this issue is really just I would call it the official introduction of the Joker. We've had, like in issue 1, we've had a little cameo here. Little cameo there in another issue where he's kind of he's like deformed. You really don't see a whole lot, but I mean, boom, right here we get it, right? Dragotta, I mean, killing it as usual. Jock is doing the artwork on the inside, and Jock he's very good at making simplicity great, and we'll get into that. But I'm on the fence with this Joker so far. It seems like they're trying really hard to, recreate the Joker, which, what a tall task. The Joker is more than just a character. It's a relationship with Batman that really defines that character and how evil he is. I hesitate to say evil because is it really evil or just psychotic? Because sometimes the Joker will make sense in a weird narrative way. But the introduction here is he's a billionaire in this world. He's not the clown prince of crime in Gotham, but he's a global, really almost mythic force of corruption. And from what little we know, we just get more added on to that little bit we know. And it's still kind of, there's questions to be answered, but that's, expected. But you can probably tell by the way I'm talking, it's just, there was some flatness with this. It didn't pop like I thought it would or create for me. And I'm just talking about me. It just didn't create that excitement. I guess I was expecting a lot because the Joker, let's face it, he is a huge character in the Batman mythos, and he really defines Batman. Like he would give his life just to have Batman kill him, to break his no-kill rule. And that relationship, I don't know how that's going to transfer over into this world. But we do get it's a pretty cool narrative thing from Alfred about so Alfred, in this universe, he has a lot of the deets on a lot of characters, and he tells our young Bruce Wayne a story about this character. And, it's creepy. He even has like a Pennywise type look there. Shout out to Pennywise. But it's a rags to riches story, a real typical one. But as the story goes, it does get insidious where we find out that this is really the same person throughout the years. So there's a immortality thing going on. And that'll be interesting to get into. I wonder if it's cloning or maybe a deal with the devil. Maybe it's metaphysical. I don't know. So this is a part that kind of fell flat for me, was this going to these islands that he owns and hunting animals, just pretty typical type stuff. I do love the color, how it mutes out when we're going to flashbacks. And it truly is an evil kid. And an evil growing up. But like I said, it is the typical rags to riches story. And here you get a huge definition of the evil that we're dealing with. But we've always known that with the Joker. It just felt like they're trying really hard to illustrate this evil where, you know, when he disappears people, he'll send them to these islands, and like, so he's hunting him, but he's, you know, he's transforming himself into this Joker we see on the cover. And it's truly, I mean, it's body horror at its best, really. Jock does a great job with this, but I just don't know. I'm just not sure how we're going to get to, even the splash page didn't do a whole lot for me. You know, it's almost like he even has like the teeth like Pennywise. I mean, Pennywise is fresh on my mind watching the show, but yeah, there's some kind of getting some similarities there, but I don't know, just maybe it's me and my state of mind like right now, kind of, you know, kind of drab, you know, need to change things up. Maybe that'll help. I had high expectations for this issue. I think, you know, to be positive, I think it'll build into something. I just find it so, like, it's going to be difficult to capture that magic from, you know, the original Batman universe. I mean, what a fantastic thing to happen. Like, just you know, you're going through the golden age, the silver age. It's one relationship in comics that has stood the test of time, truly. And just to keep it going, it's just amazing. It's probably the most famous antagonist, protagonist relationships in comics. If you can think of one more iconic, more famous, more entertaining, let's put that out there, man, let me know. Superman, Lex Luthor doesn't even touch this. It's just, it truly is. I think that's a part of it with me, is it's truly a monumental thing that they have on their hands here. It's like solving a puzzle, like a Rubik's Cube. But I do like where they're going with this. Man, here's the positivity, where he has his own mansion. He's like Bruce Wayne. I do like that take on it. And just the clock and going down. That's a very twist on things that we have here, where it'll be interesting to see how we have this casting the Joker in the hero role, in a sense, symbolically, but we'll see how that shapes up with Batman being more street level, not rich like the Joker is here. I mean, he is a suave billionaire, you know. Does have a sinister legacy as laid out. Scott Snyder's a good writer. If anyone can do it, I think he can do it. I think just right now, it may be one of those slow burns. It will be interesting to see how the immortality story plays out. You know, and the whole supernatural aura that is around him. So there's two interesting things there. You have some metaphysical butting up against science, because we know Arkham is a very scientific type facility with tons of body horror. So we'll see how the dark arts play into that. But man, there you go. The Joker is loose.